Hello everyone and welcome to another FX Centrum daily market analysis. For today I will go through our cross asset list. So we'll cover coffee market, WTI, US 100, USD Japanese yen, pound dollar, euro dollar, gold market, US 30, dollar index, Bitcoin and aluminium. I will do so by using our FX Centrum platform, and we will begin with the coffee market first. So what we have here is the daily time frame. And we can see that yesterday we had a reaction day to the upside. Still seems like just a corrective move based on the previous price action in the previous, let's say, 5 to 10 days. The slow line is still sloping to the downside. The fast line is just trying to correct at this point. Now we can take a look at our hourly time frame. We can see that market is still in this very tight range environment on the hourly time frame, where the slow line is sloping to the upside. So, for example, in case of the breakout of the upper Bollinger and that, let's say, 201 mark, and if the market can hold above, then there will be a chance for a retest and some pullback on a daily time frame towards 209 level. If the market will re-break this support around 194, there will be a chance for a downside movement and downside continuation towards the 181 mark, 0.20. So we'll see, do we have like another reaction day and get it, and then this fast line on the stochastic will get closer to the slow line, or we have another mini down break or this mini consolidation at the 194.23, and then we can have a downside movement towards the 181.20 mark. On WTI, so we had rejection of the lower Bollinger Band, so this was the area around 70. I'll say 76.80 mark. But we left the pin bar, we left the tail, there is a fresh bull cross on stochastic. So at this point, resistance levels that we have at 80 mark and 81, so this is something to pay attention to. So on the hourly time frame, we can see that market traded from the lower Bollinger Band to the upper Bollinger Band and closed above. But now, as you can see, fast and slow line is pretty much full around this 100 mark. So if we find a higher high after the pullback, that will be a good sign for potential rally towards this, let's say, 81 mark, middle Bollinger Band on the daily time frame. Or another side, if market will just sell off, break this middle Bollinger Band, and then even try to attack the lower Bollinger Band, there will be a chance for a downside moment and this volatility to even further. So it will be important to watch at this point. So far, we got price equal time after this rally. So now we need to see what kind of reaction do we have from sellers at this point. Our US 100. So there was a key resistance at 18,200 mark. And as you can see, this gap is getting tighter. So we're filling the gap. Initially, it was a big gap between fast and slow line and stochastic oscillator, and now this gap is decreasing. Again, I need to mention this rate of change divergence that happened at this point. Yesterday, it was a down day, lower high and lower low, but the close was off the low. So if market can retake this pin bar low at 17,000, I will say 18,000 mark. If market can retake that 18,000 mark and trade below, there will be a chance for a downside movement towards the 17,600 mark, and even like a short term towards the 17,300 mark. On the hourly time frame, we can see that there was a sell-off, but immediate reaction from the buyers. Still, buyers found a resistance around 18,120 mark, and now seems like market wants to resell at this point. If we can retake this lower Bollinger Band in this area, this will be a good sign for a further downside movement. On the USD Japanese yen, this trade idea from this week is progressing very well. This is something that I have posted like when the market was around this area here. So when the market was around 154 or so, now it's already 155.73, and it's getting closer to our first objective at 156.20, and then the secondary objective will be 157.57. So far, this intra frame is holding very well, and market is, even the fast line is having a hard time to trade below the 60 mark. So this is a very strong sign of the strength, and let's say the demand is in control since like a couple of days ago. And this AJ is progressing well, and we're very close to the first objective. So I don't see any kind of change here. In fact, we're just breaking this tight consolidation overnight and breaking higher at this point. So again, if you didn't subscribe to our YouTube channel, you will not be able, and you will not be alerted about this about those trade ideas. And if you're not our client, then that is why my suggestion is really to explore our platform. You have a demo option, you have of course live account option. You can open it just in a couple of minutes. It will literally take a couple of minutes. So and then you'll be able to you'll be alerted about those ideas, different kind of webinars, educational, different strategies that we're covering, and so on and so forth. So pound dollar, there was a rejection from a couple of days ago. That was a key resistance at 1.2600 mark. We have a fast line, a fresh bear cross. There was also quite a big bear divergence in the rate of change the last 10 days, and this is the result. This downside move is the result. Of course, the market can retake. We have interest rate decision today in UK. So if the market can break 1.2400, let's say 465, there'll be a chance for a drop towards the middle, towards a lower Bollinger Band at 1.2380 or even 1.2305. So that downside breakout of this key support cluster can be a very good sign for the further drop. In case of the rally, we still have our resistance levels at 1.2570, 1.2625 mark. Euro dollar, what we can see here is that market similar to pound, but pound is a weaker. We had a rejection of the upper Bollinger Band resistance at 1.0, let's say 810. And now we had a very narrow doji candle yesterday. So there is a still chance for market to trade at least towards the middle Bollinger Band, 1.0710. And then we have a pullback low at 1.0652 and a lower Bollinger Band at 1.0612. There is this fresh bear cross on the stochastic oscillator at this point. So another good confirmation for the downside movement. Now on the gold market, we are still trading inside of this consolidation. So support at 2279, resistance at 2353, middle Bollinger Band is set around, let's say 2330. So I would like to see the breakout of this trading range. It's more like a 2-week trading range. Downside breakout of 2279 can be a good confirmation for the drop towards 2155 area. But from another side, if market can trade above 2353, there will be a chance for the market to retest upper Bollinger Band around, let's say 2380 mark. So pretty much consolidation going on and waiting for the breakout. Now US30. Again, on US30, you can see rate of change. There's a clear bear divergence. I mean, market is making higher highs and also is making lower highs. And now there is this gap between the fast and slow line. We're in the upper Bollinger Band at this point. So there will be a chance for potential downside movement. Yesterday, market traded downside, upside, and now we're kind of turning to the downside. You see the fast and slow line are sloping to the downside on hourly. But still, I would like to see the confirmation in the sense that if the market can re-break 38,800 mark, trade below lower Bollinger Band and hold below, this will be a good confirmation for this daily kind of pullback, at least pullback towards the middle band. Now our dollar index is progressing higher. There was a big gap between the fast and slow line, like just from a couple of days ago, and you can see that now we're getting closer. Fast and slow line are pretty much close to each other. But still, we have a chance for the full revisit of the full retest of the swing highs around 106.45. And we have a middle Bollinger Band around 105.74, upper Bollinger Band at 106.50 mark. So this one is progressing well. We'll learn it. We learned about this like a couple of days ago for potential rally on the dollar index. You can see market is building higher lows, so this is a confirmative on the intra frame. And now we have this tight consolidation. Seems like market is trying to break out and another rally and upside movement. Our Bitcoin is also progressing well. We can see that once the market traded below 62,000, let's say 500, 600 mark, that was a good sign. You can see how on the hourly time frame the market have a very hard time in fastest slow line even to trade above the 60 and 40 mark. So this is definitely that sellers are in control. Market is just taking downside, having some natural rallies like a flags here, now another flag at this point. Volatility is expanding, so I see potential for the further drop towards the 57,000 mark or even 56,600 mark. You can see on the daily time frame that this gap between the fast and slow line is now pretty narrow, and that we have the series of the lower highs and lower lows in the last, I will say, 20 to 30 days. Have this short-term downside environment. And now we have aluminum basically just doing consolidation. We have a 25.15 like support and resistance at this point. I will say around 25.90 mark. If the market break 25.15 and hold below, there will be a chance for 24.50 to be on the test. From another side, if market can rebound and break 25.91, there will be a chance for a 26.50 to be on the test. A slow and fast line are sloping to the downside, so this is like a short-term downside environment. So far, again, consolidation on the aluminum and waiting for the breakout. And that will be all for this FX Centrum daily market analysis. If you didn't visit our website, you can do that. So fxcentrum.com, you can explore. We have a 100% deposit bonus, which is a big boost for your account. FXCTV, at least one daily market analysis for all liquid markets and one trade idea every week. Different tutorials that you can explore. You can open an account in just a couple of minutes, and of course, then you will be able to enjoy our FX Centrum platform. So that will be all for this FX Centrum daily market analysis. Have a good trading day and speak to you soon.